Dinger D. We are back, and this is more of a different kind of video. I'm just going to be going over my modding tricks that I use when I make cars, hopefully for the benefit of all of you. So, move over here. So, I currently have done this car, so I'm just going to pick which car I want to do. So, let's do one of the more tricky ones. This is for my 2019 mod. There really is good of one that I can do, but this is Ross Chastain, number 15, and just trying to find a better angle of that car. Oh, okay, this one works. So we're gonna do the cross country. Actually, that's nice, cross country guy. So I'm gonna leave stuff like this, but first thing I'm gonna do, I'm taking like this base color. I see white. So that's what I'm going to do. So I usually use, if there's any sort of fill option that's available, I will like to use that to just, erase the time off the project. Now I actually already have the number done. Sometimes there's like a text option, as you can see here, that I can use to put like text on here. One problem is that sometimes it's too big, and then when you do shrink it down to the size you might need, you can't really, it doesn't come out clear. So sometimes I use that for numbers on the cars that I do, but anyways, so then I'm looking next base around this area. You kind of got the blue going, so oops, it's not the right thing. So I'm going to go to blue next, and I'm just going to take wherever that was. In there, and boom, take a look at the number. So it's just white on the orange. So let's get that orange. It's more of a lighter shade of orange, so in turn we'll have it be a lighter shade of orange. So that's the tips and tricks I do when I'm looking just at the basics of this. So this is where we're at right now. Next comes the harder stuff. So it's like a cross country. Alright, doesn't seem that bad. I'll generally go and I'll start mapping out what I want to do. So generally I make all of my logos about when I'm doing letters, so flat black class. So we're gonna go C R O S S, and then it goes country, which I believe is a different color. So obviously we're not going to get to fit this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, so how can I shorten this? So what if we do cross, only one of us, and then now we have cross with minus an S, and then C-O-U-N. Kind of short, sounds like country a bit, so that's what I'm going to use for this. Now, the whole logo doesn't fit? No. You can kind of tell what it's supposed to be. Like, if you knew, I've never seen this scheme in my life, but if you knew what this scheme is, you could probably identify it. Also note that none of the schemes in the actual game are the real life. Like, I think there's Bet Mom for Cabbage's Bet MGM scheme. So, right there. But fix. So this one. Generally, there's a back arrow feature that you can use to go back and undo some stuff. Now, one thing I noticed is that it's uneven. We got 3 still available over here and 1 there, so I'm just going to go and move this over 1. Now, A lot of pixel arts have this. I'm not sure if all of them do. I believe Pixel Studio, which I have used, did, where you can just move it over. I'm actually gonna move it down a bit. I'll explain why I'm gonna move it down a bit in a minute. Go again. Great time for this feature. So I'm looking over here, and I'm seeing there's some other blue design work right around here. So I'm gonna go add that in, and it's right above the cross section. So we're gonna go do that real quick. Just kind of curved a little bit, so click on that. Kind of leave it like that, I guess. So we'll just leave it like this for now. I think that works. And let's see, but by me double clicking this, it'll bring me to whatever color I'm on. Generally, you can also use this as well. If you use Kelki, which this is Kelki, KLEKI.com, that's what I use to make every single one of my cars. So besides that, I don't really see much else. There's a little blue and some dot in there, so I'll go ahead and add that in. So it kind of starts right here. We got some dot, and that gives some increase on the white. So I'll try and represent that to some capacity. Actually, no, I don't like that. Where I shouldn't leave that because that's hard to represent in just that tiny top area. Because those dots are also really small. I can't get much more than this. But other than that, that is what I do for modding. So important tricks. Remember, just know if there's a text feature for numbers, works great. Otherwise, just follow standard basic stuff. Numbers, leave your fill. I would suggest leaving at least 2, 3 in some areas. Like fill if you can. So it doesn't look like you just have one layer, because if I go, like, say, for example, like, this is my number 1, and then here's my outline for it. I don't like that. So don't leave more room in your middle. So that will be all for today. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you all out.